This is my review of Thirsty. So, if you watched my previous video, I talked about Thirsty and how much I disliked it. I gave this book a 2 point, I gave it just a 2 star, but maybe just even 1. So, the issue is that, okay, there's several things. The storyline is just completely unrealistic. It's like it takes, like it uses the imagery of Brittany Griner, like 6'7" basketball player who plays in the WNBA, this person who's like lusting over her. It is unrealistic. I really wish people would stop using real people as like real like specific individuals as the basis of characters. Just like create a new character. It's weird. And then like with that, like just like the way they interact with each other is weird. So the character who's like lusting after this person, right? She goes to this basketball game and they used to like hang out in high school, that she used to play high school basketball, and like she's been following her since high school. You name someone a woman playing basketball that you have just been following and lusting over since high school who's playing in the WNBA. I don't know. I think that's weird. We're grown. And then like, not only that, like the story just like it escalates too quickly. Like one point we're at a basketball game. The next point is like snowstorm. She can't apparently like walk to her car. So she gets carried to her car. She gets carried to the apartment complex. The girl, like she tries to go home, right? And the girl refuses to take her home. She's like, you can just drive me to my house. No, I can't let you go by yourself. You got to go to my spot. Like, and then she just stays there. Like, I don't even think this chick has a job. Like, I don't even remember her job is. And she just stays there. And she like, it's pretty much like she like is holding her captive in her house. Right? And like, she tries to go home the next day. The girl's like, no. And I think if she eventually gets home, right? She has a cat, I think. I think she has like an animal at the house. And then like, it's just like, it just escalates. And then like the basketball player's friend has a temper. And she's like, and then like the other girl's friend, they're like sleeping. I don't know what. It's like the characters are unrealistic. Like just in general. And then like the storyline is crazy. It's just crazy. And they spend the majority of their time in the house. Like that's how unrealistic it is. Like we're spending like, there's no real depth to these people. We're just in the house, you know, being spicy, doing all these things. You won't let this girl go home. She has a whole family. She has a life. I think she has a life because we don't know, because she doesn't really go nowhere. And then like, anytime she tries to leave, she's like hitting her up, trying to get her come back. She like builds this room in her house and she pretty much says, you could do all your things in this room. You don't need to leave. That's weird. It's weird. I think this is like the 50 Shades effect, where we're just like being aggressively like we're being aggressive in every aspect. And another thing, the spicy scenes were also very weird in the aspect of the way they describe body parts is wild. I don't like it. I think it feels fetishy. It's just I didn't like it. And then like, it's just like the story didn't really like have a plot. Like, and then there's like a second book where I didn't read it, but I read like the description of it. It also sounds like it's going to follow the same category. And then there's like, I like Jenna Kent's books. I've read a few other ones, not the Hothead Jody book. That one is in the same world. So it's kind of weird. Also, there's a toe scene. And look, I'm not trying to like yuck no one's yum, but I felt like I deserved a disclaimer in the beginning of it. There might have been some DV stuff in there too. It's just cause like this other girl's temper is just like unhinged. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just unhinged. And like, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like any aspect of it. I thought it was weird. I finished it because I felt like I had to in order to like properly give it a review and give my feelings. And I also thought like there was like a little bit of hope where I thought like this has to like, maybe it gets better. It doesn't. It just gets more weird. It's just, I would stay away from it. The only redeeming factor in this book is that it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. I think like it reads, I I struggled reading it. And the times that I did read it, like I read quickly because like it flows, it just flows because like they're just doing stuff in the house. They're not going anywhere. That she's like she goes to basketball games and comes home and the girls it's in the house. Like they're not going out. Like it just I it irks me. It really does. I didn't enjoy the book at all. I tried really hard because it's like masculine representation. I felt like they fetishized this young lady, this woman in the book. I didn't think it was appropriate. Um, yeah, I didn't like it. Don't read it, please. Peace.